Here we go. 4x plus 3 minus 5x equals 8x plus 7. What would you do to start this problem? Somebody other than Isaiah. And I mean no disrespect by that. That's just you answer a lot. And I appreciate that. What would you do first? Joel's, what do you think? A little louder. Subtract 4x. That is something a lot of students would do. There's something a little better. And that will, if you do things correctly, you will get the right answer. Say it again. Yes, combine the like terms. You have an x term here and an x term here. So 4x minus the 5x gives us negative x plus 3 equals 8x plus 7. So if you can combine those terms right away, you're golden. Now, if you subtract 4 from both sides, that'll work. Don't subtract it from negative 5x though. Make sure it's on opposite sides. Now that I've combined my terms, I want to get all my x's to one side, all my numbers to the other. This negative x is smaller, so I'm going to add x to move it over here. So I'll add x over here. My x's cancel out. Invisible 1, yes. 8x plus 1x is 9x. And I can say plus 7 equals 3. I need to move this 7 over here. It's already a positive 7, so I need to subtract. 7's cancel out. I get negative 4 equals 9 times x. I don't want 9x, I want just x, so I divide by 9, divide by 9. And so x is equal to negative 4/9. How many had that for an answer? How many understand it better now? No? We don't understand it better? Okay. I was like, I want to see a few more hands. Are there questions about that first problem? Is your pass ready, or are you not? Are you waiting, or what? Okay, you can bring it on up here. All right, so the second problem says 3 times the absolute value of 2x plus 1 equals 15. What are our key words? What are our key words for absolute values? Isolate and separate. Is that isolated? Is it by itself on one side? No. Okay. So what operation is happening between 3 and that absolute value? Are we adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing? Right now we're multiplying, so we will divide. Maybe that's what you were thinking. So I need to undo that multiplication by dividing. The 3's simplify out. I get the absolute value of 2x plus 1 equals 15. So this expression is 15 away. Did I make a mistake? Oh, is it? It's 5? What? Oh, thank you, thank you. Give that man a sticker. Yes. Remind me. Please remind me. My bad. My bad. Thank you. So this expression, whatever it is 5 units away from 0. So I know that has to be equal either to 5 or negative 5. So that's when I can separate, is when I have that isolated. So 2x plus 1 equals 5, and 2x plus 1 equals negative 5. Solve for x. So subtract 1, 1's cancel out. 2x is equal to 4. Divide by 2, divide by 2, x is equal to 2. On the other side, it's kind of close way over there. So, let me see if I can do something. There we go. Get this out of the way. So I can subtract 1, subtract 1. 1's cancel out. 2x is equal to negative 6. Divide by 2, divide by 2. X is equal to negative 3. Check it. Substitute these in for x. If x is 2, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 times 3 is 15. That one works. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6, plus 1 is negative 5. The absolute value of a negative 5 is 5. 5 times 3 is 15. Your final answer should look like this in braces. Negative 3 and 2. Or 2, negative 3. Put the phones away, please. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Questions on either one of these? So remember, tomorrow, test day, you should have all of this bell work done because we do it every day. That should be 10 easy points for you, or however many days there are. Okay, keep that within your packet until tomorrow. All right, now let's take out the review packet, which has a glazed donut on the front. And it is your turn to ask questions. Wait, that's not what I want. Do I sound like a game show host? I kind of feel like one today. That's what happens when you don't get enough sleep. Sleep, guys, is so important to your health. And I am not doing well with my own sleep, but do as I say, not as I do. Sleep, it really is important. But you have to know which form is which. Okay? Did everybody hear me?
Yeah.
You have to know which one is which. So don't tell me standard form is y equals mx plus b, because that will hurt you throughout the whole test. There is one formula I said that you will not have, and that is for slope. Does anybody remember what that formula is? Because you have to memorize that. Excellent job, Giselle. Yes, this is slope, and you have to memorize it, okay? If we give you 2 points, a 0.1 and a 0.2, whatever is here in 0.1, you're going to take the, actually start with 2, sorry. X sub 2, comma, and Y sub 2. There will be numbers in there. And X sub 1, Y sub 1. So you put in the correct values into this formula and solve for slope. And then you're going to have to use one of those points again for point slope form. So you have to memorize this formula right here. Memorize. Y's are on top, just like rise and wise, okay? They rhyme. Y's are on the top. Rise over run. Okay. I would like to go over 5. 5 was one that gave people trouble. I remember last year. It seems easy, but it's the explanation that gives people trouble. All right, number 5 on page 2. The basketball team is making gift baskets filled with chocolates for a fundraiser. The graph below shows the amount of chocolate remaining based on the number of gift baskets. Okay? So this is like a coordinate plane. This is your x-axis right here. This is your y-axis. All right? And this is what we call quadrant 1. Quadrant 1. Not that you need to know that. I'm just telling you. So, what is my x-intercept here? Yes. The x-intercept is where the graph, right here, crosses the y or the x-axis. So that is 10. And I can also write that as 10, comma, 0 as an ordered pair. Good morning. Ooh, you gotta go now. All right. Hopefully, I'm still hoping you can take the test tomorrow if you're here. Okay. So 10, 0. What are my units for that x coordinate of 10? 10 what? What are we talking about?
10 gift baskets.
Yes. Look at your units for what they're talking about. 10 gift baskets. Okay. And the y coordinate is chocolates remaining. Chocolates remaining. So I need to talk about what that means in this situation. What does the x-intercept mean in talking about gift baskets and chocolates? Isaiah.
10 gift baskets are assembled for the fundraiser.
And what about the y coordinate? Can you talk to me about the y coordinate?
Oh, yeah. The 60 chocolate.
Nope. So I don't want the y-intercept. Can you talk to me about the y coordinate of the x-intercept?
And 0.
You're right.
Damn, I forgot what I was about to say.
That's okay. So he's right. I would say after assembling 10 baskets, or after making 10 gift baskets, or just say baskets, we all know what we're talking about. So after I've made 10 gift baskets, what can you tell me about the number of chocolates?
0 left.
There are 0 chocolates left. Yeah, so use that ordered pair, what it means to tell me and what we're describing. After making 10 baskets, 0 chocolates are left. Okay. Does everybody understand that? I'm looking for specifics here. If I was talking about this point right here, I would say we made 5 gift baskets, and there are, oh gosh, I can't even read that, 30 chocolates left. So you need to say what it is that point represents. So let's hope you do a little better with C. What is my y-intercept, Kevin? What's my y-intercept? It's not 30. It's where the graph crosses the y-axis. I got a lot of stuff up here, I know. Where is the graph crossing the y-axis? Right there. So here's my y-axis, and it would be 60. Do you see that now? Okay. So that is 0 for my x and 60 for the y coordinate. Okay, so right here, what does this point represent in my basket making and chocolates? What do you think, Erica? Say it again. No. Remember, the 0 here goes with the x. So how many gift baskets do I have right now? 0. I have 0 gift baskets. We haven't made any yet before even starting. And so what does this y coordinate tell me? How many chocolates I have. So I have 60 chocolates. So you could say something like, before making any baskets, which means you have 0 made, right? There were 60 chocolates. So we are interpreting graphs, and let me tell you, in math, there is a lot of interpretations of graphs. You have to be able to understand, what is this graph saying? What is it telling me? But use these units to help you describe what's going on for my x coordinate, what's going on for my y coordinate. Any questions on that? All right, what other questions, guys? You tell me. Do we know when we have to flip an inequality? When do we flip an inequality sign? When you are dividing by or multiplying by a negative, you're going to flip the inequality sign. Make sure you remember that. And what about this letter D? If I have a number line below, is this going to be an open circle or a closed circle? Closed because of the equal sign, right? And over here for C? Open. Right, not equal. What else, guys? This is your review.
I had a brain fart on number 7 to C.
C?
I can't think of it.
Okay. Well, let's look at 7C. 2 times the absolute value of x minus 3 and absolute value minus 5 equals 9. So this is times. Should I distribute with an absolute value? No, we want to isolate. No, even before we divide. Add 5. Yeah, this 5 is all by himself. He's all alone. You know what that's from? Donkey and Shrek. I'm all alone. Please tell me you've seen Shrek. Oh my gosh. Okay, you had no childhood? I'm very sorry. So, plus 5 plus 5. So, 2 times the absolute value, x minus 3, equals 14. Remember, this is times. I do not want to distribute with an absolute value. We need to isolate it. So, divide by 2, divide by 2. And you're like, okay, I got it. Yep. Absolute value x minus 3 equals 7. Now I can separate. X minus 3 is 7. X minus 3 is negative 7. Add 3. Add 3. X equals 10. Add 3. Add 3. X equals negative 4. You can check it. I'm going to put my answer. X equals negative 4 in braces and 10. We're visiting the orthodontist. We must have our braces. Is that kind of cheesy? Yes.
I got one more and I'm cool with the rest.
Okay.
You do
B?
B.
Okay. Any more questions on C? Going once, going twice. Sold. B. Talk to me about B. Distribute. Yeah, because we can't simplify within the parentheses, right? So everybody inside parentheses gets a negative 4 on the left, and everybody on the right gets a 5. And what operation do I use when I distribute? Multiplication. So negative 4 times 2x, negative 8x, plus 24. That is a plus 24, because you have a negative times a negative, equals plus 15. You could do either. You either add 8x over to both sides, or you could subtract 5x from both sides. You just want to get them to the same side. All right, if we subtract 5x, you get negative 13x. Did you say 13 or 15? Oh, okay. Plus 24 equals 15. Subtract 24, subtract 24. Negative 13x equals negative 9. That's where you should be using your calculator. I think those are the toughest parts for me. It's my addition and subtraction. Negative 13s cancel out. X is equal to negative divided by negative is a positive 9/13. Questions on that? Check. Alex, are you writing these down? Is that a yes or a no? Okay.
I didn't even know it was done with this packet, this case.
Yeah.
Is this all, everything on here will be on the test?
It is. There are going to be some. Let's see. Is there anything on here about, or maybe I'm thinking of the last one. Some slope. Oh, what about some slope and intercept? Oh, number 2. That's the one formula you have to memorize. Do we remember what that formula is? We have to put it in point slope form.
F equals
Y
y squared minus y1
sub 2
over x squared.
minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Okay, you need to label your points and be consistent. So,
That's fine.
is this going to be on the test?
Not the equations, they're not gonna be on the test first.
The equations, yes, are on the test, but you have to know which one is which.
That's cool.
Except for this one. You have to memorize that one. The one we just talked about. So let's go back here. Y sub 2, the y coordinate of my second point is 6, minus y sub 1, which is 2, all divided by the x coordinate of my second point, 4, minus the x coordinate of my first point, negative 3. We cannot subtract a negative, so we add the opposite. So my slope is 4/7. Am I done? No, you have to write an equation in point slope form. Point slope form, y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. Now you substitute in the y, the plain y stays plain. Minus y sub 1 is 2. And it doesn't matter which point you use, just use the same point. If you're staying with point 1, use both coordinates of that point. 4/7 is your slope times x minus negative 3. Changes to adding the opposite, and that is your final answer.
Well, can't you, like, you said one day you could rewrite it to make it repeat, so you put x plus 2. Can't you do that too?
X plus 3? Yeah.
You said you could rewrite
Yeah. Y minus 2 equals 4/7 times x plus 3. Yep.
I'm gonna pass this to something. I'm getting
You need to do more than pass this test. I am expecting a lot of good scores. How do I study for this, Miss Thede? Well, look through your notes. Look through this review. If you don't have homeworks 1, 2, or 3 done, finish working out your problems. Okay? Bell work, make sure your bell work is ready to go. Make sure your review is ready to go and turn in to me tomorrow. Okay? How are we feeling right now? Thumbs up, thumbs sideways, thumbs down. Show me your thumbs. Show me your thumbs. How are you feeling? It's cool. It's cool. Okay. All right. So I will up.